Oi, boys, welcome back to the final episode of this Queensland Dynasty challenge. So someone asked me for the ratings of both teams, and here we are. 88 for the New South Wales Blues 2021 team, and the Queensland Dynasty team has a 90 overall. A pretty fair rating. I didn't actually pay attention to the overalls until someone asked me, but anyway, here we are, the final match in this 3-game Origin series against this stacked Queensland Maroons team. And if you missed episodes 1 and 2, the series is tied at the moment. As for the lineups, nothing has changed from game 2. I was going to mix it up in game 3 if we got the dub in the second match, but it wasn't to be, so we are heading into game 3 with a fully stacked blue squad. For those wondering about the settings, we are playing on legend difficulty and we're playing on 9-minute halves. And last but not least, shout out to the gang, shout out to the OddSquad. If you're watching us right now, be sure to head up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad. As we get a look at our lineup, like I said, nothing has changed. The same goes for Queensland. Most of the action's been down this left edge, and it's been Latrell Mitchell versus Justin Hodges for the most part. I will try and get Trebojevic involved. It's been pretty tough with Greg Inglis defending him. Game 3, first set of the match, and it's going to be Cam Murray, who will be wrapped up just inside our 20. It's been a pretty fun series, this little challenge series against the Queensland Dynasty team. I'll definitely be revisiting this team. I mean, if you got suggestions on who I should try and beat them with, let me know in the comment section down below, but it'll be one-offs as we try and get Tom Trebojevic involved early. That pass gets picked off by Darius Boyd. I mean, if he doesn't take that interception, Tom Trebojevic would have been away, I reckon. As we take another look here. Probably the absolute worst start to the match. Luai gets it to Tedesco. Tedesco draws in 2, floats 1 out, and Darius Boyd was all over it. A little unfortunate. It's JT. We'll get the Queensland Maroons out to a 6-point lead. Like I was saying, I'll definitely be challenging this Queensland team again, but the games will only be it'll be like one-off matches here, as Izzy Folau almost gets driven into touch by Brian To'o, but Izzy powers his way back in field. Fifth and last here, Thurston with a terrible kick, fielded by Brian To'o. And we'll be starting our set on our 30. Tedesco takes it to the line, gets hammered. I don't know why it passed to Tedesco. That's something that's been happening a lot recently when I try and pass it to our forward to take a head up. It actually gets passed into the pocket. And that player is usually flat-footed. As Tarek Sims gets a nice little short ball from Daniel Saifidi. A neat little play by the big boys as Slater gets tangled up around the ruck. Jerome Luai, a beautiful flat ball. Latrell Mitchell straight through the gap. The rivalry continues. Latrell Mitchell 1. Justin Hodges 0 here in game 3. They don't get any cleaner than that. Alright. Daniel Saifidi, the first hit up. And it's a bad one. We get driven backwards. Inside the 20, we'll be starting our sets. As the forwards connect once again, Isaiah Yeo gets ironed out. Thankfully the ball didn't go forward, and Trebojevic was there to clean up as we try and work our way down to Tom Trebojevic. Cook to Saifidi. We're going to spread it once again. Luai to Murray. Straight through, looking for Latrell Mitchell. The ball is beautiful. This Queensland right edge is in shambles to start the match as Latrell Mitchell. I doesn't actually dive. I was trying to do the old swan dive under the posts and the game cucks us there. Dude, that is some BS. We still have a full set though, but we'll send it down the short side as we swing it out to Brian To'o, and he'll cross for our second try of the match. I was about to say the game sold us out, but we scored the try nonetheless. It's not under the posts. Not that much of an issue, but hey, we didn't completely butcher the try, I guess. And they review the grounding. Nothing to see here. We'll get the green lights. It's going to be a tough kick for Nathan Cleary from the sideline. We can't swing it back around. Queensland 6, New South Wales 10. I know I said I wanted to get Tom Trebojevic more involved this match, but man, our left edge is killing it at the moment. The Queensland defense does extremely well. As you just saw, we were kicking from well inside our 30, maybe even our 20. Second tackle, full set to work with. And Queensland are just 20 meters out from the try line here. 2 to go. Thurston to Greg Inglis. Breaks through the initial tackle of Tom Trbojevic. Takes a couple of defenders to wrap him up here. Fourth, they go short. And how about the defense here from Tommy Turbo, who is making up for that missed tackle on Inglis. We were short on this side as well. We had to shut down that first runner, and we do. It was Darren Lock here. Unfortunately, there was a touch in that tackle, so Queensland will get 6 to go. On the first, Darius Boyd swings it out to Nate Miles, looking to power his way over. He scored a couple of meaties during the series. It's a tough ask here to defend from this far out as Cooper Cronk tries to cheese his way over, but we wrap him up. Third, back down the short side, Darius Boyd. There's no way you're getting past Adokar right there. As they send it quick hands back to Cooper Cronk. And just like that, Queensland hit back. We're doing well defending the short side, but through the middle is where the points came for Queensland. Half time, and it doesn't get any closer than this. Time and possession split down the middle. A couple of errors there, a few missed tackles, and both teams have 7 line breaks. Just inside the 10 is where we'll start this set. As Jackie Whiten sends it back out to Cam Murray again. This right edge for Queensland is in shambles. There's an abundance of meters to be made as Latrell Mitchell looks for work through the middle. But he's well defended. Inside the 40. We send it out the back to Liam Martin. Trying to connect with Tom Trbojevic. We don't get the pass away, and Queensland give the penalty away. We'll take it. Payne Haas, more like Slain Haas, as our Broncos boy gets absolutely flattened. The short side play back for Tom Trbojevic on the inside, but the defense from the Queenslanders there aiming up. Dude, that would have been clean as we look to work it back through the middle. Man, how about that tackle on Tom Trbojevic by Billy Slater though? As we send it back to Jerome Luai, looking to step our way through the middle. Middle's looking solid for Queensland. In terms of defense, we'll swing it back out to Tom Trbojevic. And the defense holds up once again. We drew in Darius Boyd, and out of nowhere, Greg Inglis wraps up the Fox from the back as Cleary sends it to the heavens. Jerome Luai giving chase. I was kind of hoping it was Tedesco. That was a solid defensive set from Queensland. I was throwing everything at them just then. As Ashley Harrison finally gets wrapped up inside the 30. Matt Scott, that's a good run from the big man. And through the middle they go. Ashley Harrison once again gets the offload away back to Cam Smith. Wrapped up just outside the 40. As we look to make some substitutions, Petro Sivanasiva straight through. Third tackle. Thurston. Oh, Billy Slater with the footwork. And he'll get around Tedesco at the back. Queensland on the back of a monster defensive set will come up with points. 10 minutes to go in this Queensland Dynasty Challenge. The final match, and we are down by 8 points. We need to score twice. Most importantly, we need to hold Queensland out here. Second tackle, making our final adjustments to the team. Big play here from Daniel Saifidi. Comes up with the big hit on Miles. And we'll get the ball here as we swing it out to Josh Adokar. Second, 9 minutes to go. Tom Trbojevic throws the dummy. Cuts right through the middle of the field. Gets the offload away to Isaiah Yeo. Teddy nowhere in sight. Third. Cleary. So he goes short to Sims, try to get it back to Cleary. But he doesn't throw the pass. Fourth. Cleary. Out to Latrell Mitchell. This time they shut him down. Israel Folau. We'll wrap him up. Fifth and last. Damien Cook drops it on the toe. Regathers. Oh, and it's a knock on. The game is still alive here. We have to score off of this scrum. As we send it to Luai. And it's back to Latrell Mitchell on the short side dives. Oh no. They're sending it up to the video ref. I'm not too sure about this one. We do dive early with Latrell. It looks like Justin Hodges with a potential match saving, or try saving tackle I should say. I mean, I'm not saying we're going to score after this, but Hodges does save the try at least, and we'll get the last laugh in this decider. Full time in this Queensland Dynasty Challenge. Queensland will come away with the victory in Game 3 and ultimately taking out the series. It was a tough loss today. In hindsight, there's a few things I could have done when we're attacking their line, but you know, it's easier said in hindsight. We're definitely not done challenging this Queensland team. We'll do, like I said earlier, we'll do a couple of one-off matches. I'll maybe challenge them with some NRL teams or with some international teams, who knows. But for the moment, we'll wrap it up there. As always, if you enjoyed that, would like to see more Rugby League 4 content or more content in general, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you.
Coming in home with
Later.
When we run down the screen, right wrist to left wrist to screen. She said what I want, what's going on, why am I wet? Girl, let's scream. When we run down the screen.